I know that lots of people are in debt because of credit cards, and many like to say do some plastic surgery and cut up your credit card. But I also do know that most people are not educated about how to use credit card. They were sold the minimum balance gimmick.
Like, subscribe, and share to Voices of Linden TV.
Hello, lovely folks. Welcome to another Money Minute episode. I'm Ingrid B. Clayton. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the benefits of credit cards versus debit cards. You should remember in a previous episode, I shared why I absolutely love credit cards. I also shared why I believe the credit card is one of the greatest invention ever. And if you don't believe me or if you don't agree with me, do answer me this question. Where can you get interest-free money to use for 21 to 45 days every month? I'm going to ask you that question again. Where can you get interest-free money to use for 21 to 45 days every single month? And if your answer is not a credit card, then you have to drop me a line because I need that hookup. And don't be selfish now. You definitely have to hook me up because I want to know. Now, let's talk about some more benefits of credit cards apart from recurring interest-free money. Credit cards help to build your credit history. Debit cards do not do that. And unlike debit cards, if someone were to use your credit card fraudulently, you're not responsible. No money is withdrawn from your account. You can just call up your credit card company and they will credit your account almost immediately. And they conduct the investigation. You don't have to do anything. As long as you didn't make that purchase, then you're not on the hook at all. Now, if you paid for service that you did not receive with your debit card, you will have to haggle yourself with the merchant, right? So you will have to go ahead and try to find out how you can recoup your money. But if you use your credit card to pay for service not rendered, again, you can just call up the credit card company and they will credit your account while they, not you, they haggle with the merchant. Let me share a little story with you. And you know how I love stories, right? About 5.5 years ago, I booked our 20th anniversary trip to Hawaii. I wanted to hop from one island to the other. So the plan was to stay in Maui for 5 days, then fly over to Honolulu. Now, Honolulu is in Oahu. That's the other island. And we wanted to stay in Honolulu for another 5 days, then return home. But there were only local airlines to get from Maui to Honolulu. Our trip was in December, but I'd booked from March of that year because December is always super expensive. I don't know why someone didn't have the good grace to tell me that I was getting married in the most expensive season to travel. So bizarre. Anyhow, imagine turning up to the airport in Maui, ready to check in to go over to Honolulu and being told that the airline that you booked with had closed down from October. It was December, right? And it's October. It's been out of service since October. Not cool. I started to levitate immediately. Were it not for the polite gentleman we spoke to, God bless his soul, perhaps I would have passed on. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad. But still, the kind gentleman explained that there were lots of other passengers who were in our shoes. And perhaps there were more who didn't even turn up yet. So we should just book a new flight, then call the credit card company when we get back home to explain the situation because it was public knowledge about that airline. Now, I didn't even wait until I came home to call the company. Once I was settled in the hotel in Honolulu, I made the call the same day. And it was like music to my ears when the lovely gentleman on the call said, I do apologize for the inconvenience, Mrs. Clayton. That must be quite the ordeal. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to credit you back for both tickets while we look into the matter. And the credit on your account should show up within 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, in fact. And suffice to say, by the time I remembered to check my account, of course, I'd totally forgotten to check because we were having way too much fun. I'd totally forgotten about what happened at the airport. Funny how when you're having fun, nothing else matters, huh? So when I did check back though, the credit was applied for the same day I actually made the call, which was quite surprising for me. Now, do you think the experience would have been the same if I'd used my debit card to make that purchase? And what if I didn't have enough money in my account to purchase to purchase a new ticket if I didn't have a credit card, right? It would be much different. By then, too, the ticket was more than twice what I'd paid for in March, coming back to why December is so expensive to travel. But I could use the same credit card to make the new purchases, right? To purchase the new tickets. The credit from the other tickets were applied to the account the same day. Plus, I I got, I would say, another at least 30 days to pay the bill or to pay the balance, because remember it was more than two and a half, more than two times what I'd paid for it initially. And so even when I got the credit back, there would have been some balance. But I got an extra, I'd say 30 days to pay off everything because the bill cutoff day was in about 2 weeks. Plus I got an additional 21 days to pay the bill. So that was a win-win. And the benefits I mentioned above are not, those are not the icing on the cake. I really love the travel points, the travel reward points. Those are my best friend. I accumulate points to get at least one free trip to Jamaica every year. And most years, I have enough for two tickets, at least, right? There are times when I've even used my points for tickets and hotel stay, because I use my credit card to purchase everything. Once my credit card is allowed, even $2 I use it for, because every single dollar counts. So I'll leave on this note. I know that lots of people are in debt because of credit cards, and many like to say do some plastic surgery and cut up your credit card. But I also do know that most people are not educated about how to use credit card. They were sold the minimum balance gimmick, and the repercussion of doing that wasn't shared, or it was in the fine prints. So here's my suggestion. Learn to unsubscribe from the minimum payment club and learn how to use your credit cards to your benefits. There are lots of benefits to be had from using credit cards. And here's a quick example. When I was in the classroom, I used to redeem my points for gift cards to reward my students, which motivated them to strive for greatness. They would compete because, they want to win. And to me, that was great. To the students, that it was a simple gesture, but they loved it, right? Because it got them to get out of their comfort zone and just participate to win something. And if that's not a great benefit of a credit card, then I don't know what is. So thank you for sticking with me. Until next time, do what good. Bye.